Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. If you're new, it's lovely to have you joining us here, and if you're not new, then thank you very much for coming back. This week I thought I would take you on a little tour of my belt collection, and I know it's a bit weird to have a collection of belts, but you know, they've built up over a number of years and I've got some very nice ones. I have got some just ordinary ones that aren't super exciting. I'll show you some stills of those, and I won't be featuring those or trying them on, but I have got some extremely lovely ones and I'm going to tell you a little bit about them. Some are gifted, so I'll tell you about the people that gave them to me as well. And if you could possibly do me a massive favour and like this video before you start watching it, that would be good. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I'd really appreciate it if you would, because it really helps my channel. And you know, this is one of the things I enjoy doing very much, and the fact that other people enjoy it by watching it means a lot to me. So without any further ado, and when else in life do you hear people say ado, let's get on with it. So I'm going to start off by showing you one of my oldest belts, and this one is very sentimental. It's hearts, lots of different hearts and studs. I did put these chains on it at a later date, and it's got a cowboy style buckle. And it was given to me back in 1989, 1990, something like that, when I got to know a beautiful and handsome young man who was one of the first goths I ever knew in London, and his name was Andy, and he gave me this belt, and it's stayed with me ever since. I really like it. I don't wear it very often because it doesn't really go with a tremendous lot of things, but I really like it, and you never know, he might be watching this video. This belt is one of my Primark upcycles, if you like. It's got some dangly bits, it's got a little bit of chain, but importantly it's got two rather lovely dragons on it. It's elasticated, which is extremely helpful, and it does up at the back with poppers. And I've got a couple of other Primark belts to show you that I've done things to, but I think this one, with its sort of antique-y silver dragons, is rather lovely. This one is about the buckle, not so much the belt. The belt I think I just got in a charity shop to put the buckle on. And the buckle was also given to me by the aforementioned, what we used to call him, Andy the Goth. And it's a beautiful moon and a naked nymph or fairy or somebody magical. And I do love this belt very much. It goes with so many things, and you can put it on any sort of belt you like. This is another Primark upcycle. This one's actually got a buckle at the back instead of just poppers, and it's a little bit more substantial than the dragon belt. And what I've done is put some little silver, they were off one of those, you know, those sort of like western buckley tie things, but I've put them on the bottom of this belt instead, and of course put some pentacles on it, and I think it's rather lovely. It's a bit sort of understated, so I used to wear it all the time when I was in the office. But another Primark upcycle. Now this belt is very special. It's lovely moon faces, crescent moons, and on the end of the chain there's a lovely sun. And this one was gifted to me by my dear friend Old School Ghoul, whose channel I will link in all the right places so you can go and find her. She's a lovely lady from Texas, and she does fashion, makeup. She also does a lot of crafting and journaling and stationery videos. So if you're one of those people who like planners and stickers and washi tape and all that good stuff, you should definitely check out Old School Ghoul. And thank you very much, Dina, for this belt. It's beautiful. Now this one is my most favourite Primark upcycle. It just started off life as an ordinary waspy style belt with poppers at the back, and it's elasticated around the side, and I put on the chains, and this chain has got a little bird skull, and this middle chain has got a little key, and this top chain has got a little spider, and of course all the pentacles as well. And this was one of the first ones I ever did, and oh, I love it so much. Love it, love it, love it so much. It really makes you feel like you've got to walk very well with extremely good posture. So that's another good thing about it. So good old Primark does it again. I am so lucky to have such lovely friends, you know. This beautiful shiny bat belt was a gift from my lovely friend Liz, who is on Instagram and who I will link, so you can go and look at her pictures. And it's very clever, this one, because it goes like that. And it's very shiny and very lovely, and I've only worn it a few times because she only gave it to me quite recently, but I think it's extremely me. So I hope you like it too. Thank you, Liz. And this lovely belt with its little padlock and little ball on the end of the chain and all sorts of chains going round, and I'm sure I must have it on wrong, but this was given to me by lovely Max or Maxie or Morrigan Raven, depending on what name you know her under. Now, Max has been extremely ill recently, so if you want to go and give some likes and views on her channel, which I will link, I'm sure that would cheer her up no end. So big shout out to you, lovely Maxie Raven, and thank you again for my lovely belt. When you gave it to me, I really didn't know how to wear it or what it was, and by the look of it, I still don't. So I hope it cheers you up watching me arse about making a fool of myself trying to wear this. So get well soon, and lots of love from all of us. And this is rather an unusual belt. It's lots of crosses, and you know, I could swear, and it's got a cross on the end as well, I could swear I bought this in Primark. I've had it such a long time. I know I bought it in a high street store, and I remember thinking at the time, this is very unusual. I mean, it could have been that time, however many years ago it was, when you could just get crosses on everything and everybody was going mad for them. And obviously I bought everything that there was in sight. But I think it's delicate, understated. It's a nice belt. And this is another buckle rather than a belt. This rather delightful skull with wings. My husband bought for me, I think, just after we first moved to Brighton. I'm sure it was then, which must make it about 20 years old, maybe? I don't know, I can't remember. And I've had it on a couple of belts over the years, but because we're vegan and we don't use leather, the PU belts tend to break or crack over time. So I'm always going into charity shops and getting new belts to put the buckles on. But luckily this belt has got lots of studded holes, so you don't have to worry about making your own holes, or is it too big or is it too small. But this was one of my favourite ones ever. and I used to wear it to work constantly, mainly because it was not really suitable for work. And last, but of course by no means least, my lovely, lovely Killstar belt. I love this belt so much. I saved up for ages to buy it. I originally did buy one which was slightly similar from Shein, but it came looking like it had come out of a, box of cereal, or you could want it at the fair. So that went the way of all things. But this is a proper, heavy, lovely, good quality metalwork Killstar belt, and I love it very much. Well, thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed having a little nose around in my belts collection, and you never know, it might have given you some ideas of how to upcycle some belts yourself. So it's always good to have a look when you're either out in the high street or maybe nosing around some charity shops. Just think, that might be useful. I could take that home and have a play around with that. Anyway, don't forget, as I said at the start, like, and also please subscribe. If you'd like to make my day and make an old lady very happy, you can go to my Ko-fi account, have a look at my page and buy me a coffee, which would be lovely. I do really appreciate all the comments where everyone's been telling me all about their lovely pets who watch the videos with them. So do please, if you have got a lovely pet that watches with you, don't forget to comment down below and tell me a little bit about them. Do look after them. Do look after all the animals that you come across in your day-to-day life, whether it's helping a spider out of the bath and into the garden, or maybe not treading on a worm, or helping a lizard over a wall, or just saying hello to a cat that sat in a window as you walk past. You can always make a difference to the world. Don't forget, everybody, even though times may be trying and the world may be a strange and sometimes frightening place, if you stay strange, you'll be ready for it. Okay, everybody, lovely to see you again, and bye for now.